Today I'm going to do a special episode and kind of come out of retirement for something that I usually only do now on my Patreon or for my channel members. But every once in a while, a physical media release comes along that just absolutely hits you right in the childhood. And this one, oh man, it is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and it is like opening a time capsule covered with ooze. Arrow just dropped these 4K bad boys. Both box sets I have here, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1, 2, and 3, and not only are they beautifully restored on 4K, they are packed with extras that give these three movies a big leg up on any release before, and this is the best they have ever looked or sounded. And I gotta say up front, the restoration of the first movie is the standout, and we're gonna talk about it just this one time here on the channel. So let's talk Turtles. Pop that tape in. I got you. Let's go do this. All right, so welcome back to AVA Pop Culture. Again, normally I don't do physical media on the channel really anymore. I used to do it all the time. 4K reviews, everything. I'm a filmmaker, if you do not know. I've worked in film restoration. I edit, color treat, all that stuff for a living, and I am a huge proponent of physical media and 4K restorations and all that stuff. And you know I'm a huge lover of films and pop culture, and I could not, in good conscience, set this one out because so many people have asked me. Normally I still do all these kind of videos. I do them on my Patreon and for my YouTube channel members, but this one deserved extra, and I'm holding two because I have both. Now they're both the same except for this artwork. This is the special artwork from Arrow Video, and then this is the standard artwork that anybody can get. You can order this on Amazon. I'll put the links below. No, I'm not sponsored by Arrow. No, I don't get anything for free. I'm just here to tell you about a movie that I love, one that I like better than most people, and I'm very happy to see how good they look. These are incredible sets. And let's go ahead and pop this thing off. This is the standard artwork, which is the poster that I love, to be honest with you. I just got this additional one that I'm not opening because they're the same, because it is the special alternate artwork, and I am a huge Ninja Turtles fan. What can I say? But we have all three movies in here, and they are awesome. And the first one is the standout, okay? And that was probably to be expected a little bit. And we'll go over the plot just a little bit. But this one, the first one, is classic. It is gritty, street level, like Jim Henson Creature Shop masterpiece that still hits harder than it has any right to. It feels like a serious, gritty comic book movie way before Marvel or Blade, before even Blade got started, way before that. Plot refresher on this one: Shredder builds up an underground crime army, the Foot Clan. He's recruiting runaway kids and all that. Splinter gets captured, and the four brothers, Raphael, Leonardo, Donatello, and Michelangelo, have to step up, grow up, and save the city. It's funny, it's heartfelt, it's very grounded though. Very grounded, very gritty, dark, cinematic. That late 80s, early 90s film grit all over it that gave it soul. It felt like you were street level in New York City. And Arrow's 4K transfer on this one is easily the best of the trilogy, and honestly one of the better restorations they've done recently, in my opinion. This one was done from the 35mm camera negative. The others were done from the inner positive. And while that plays a big part of it, that's not the only reason. It's how they were shot and lit, and we'll get into that just a little bit. So it's not all just that. That's a talking point everyone wants to go in. And usually every time you can go back to the 35mm negative, you're going to get a better product. But it's also how it's shot and how it's lit and the look they were going for. The 4K of this one, the colors look richer. They look better than I have seen, especially the greens in the turtle shells and stuff like that, and the turtle suits. And the HDR brings that out in this. Every neon sign, I'm a sucker for the way this thing is lit. That wet sort of feeling, seedy streets with neon lights and street lights and smoke-filled air and steam vents and sewer grates and all that stuff. Just, it's very haptic. Like you have this sensory feel through your eyes where you almost feel like you can touch it. You know what it feels like by how you see it. And I'm going to do a video on that in January on why movies look and feel different now. And we're going to get into all that, why they don't really look real anymore. This looks real, gritty, cinematic. The film grain is all there, beautifully preserved, all that. It's not messy. It's cinematic. It's filmic. The detail is insane. You're going to see stuff in the suits you've never seen before, and definitely not on VHS as a kid. And you get some stickers and all kinds of stuff going on in here. It's just really a great release. And Arrow packed the disc with extras. I mean, I could be here all day reading all these on each of them, but I'm just going to kind of go over a few that I made notes on. They've got new interviews with the suit actors and puppeteers, breakdown of the animatronics, behind the scenes footage that's archival, new commentaries that dig into the practical effects, the darker tone the filmmakers fought to preserve on this original movie. The whole disc is a love letter to Ninja Turtle fans. It 100% is, and I am here for it. And then you go to part 2, and this one a lot of people like more than I do. I actually might like the third one better, which I know is crazy. Now the second and third one, both quality wise, visually on the restoration, look about the same. Part 2 is definitely brighter. They all look better than they ever have. I mean, there's no doubt about that. But part 2 is brighter. It's sillier. It's really like a live action cartoon, but it's still a blast. You have the turtles facing off this time, and you've got them against Tokar and Razor because they couldn't get Bebop and Rocksteady. But these are Shredder's genetically mutated monsters here, and they've got to investigate the origins of the Ooze. And we also get, how can you forget this, Vanilla Ice rapping in this thing with some iconic early 90s energy with "Go Ninja, go Ninja, go." The restoration, it's clean. It looks good. It just doesn't have the same kind of holy cow as the first one. And to be fair, this gets back into how it was shot. They fought to preserve that real, take it serious movie tone. This one, bright cartoon. They even, part of the extras go into why they explained why they had to take it down, make it more cartoony, less gritty, less realistic, less weapons, less darker violence, all that kind of stuff. They also go into how they made the segments with Tokar and Razor. And then there's fun archival material too, talking about the cultural explosion of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in 91. It's a great disc. It's just not as deep as the first, but the movie isn't, right? So this, like a lot of people are talking about the restorations, it's not just that. It's that the movies aren't as serious. And they're not filmed as seriously. So that, or cinematically, they're not lit the same. They don't have the same kind of contrast, depth, none of that kind of stuff. They just don't. So that's part of what, it's not just because of the source material at all. And then part 3, which I actually like, being a former history teacher and everything else, I actually like this. And I was excited to see this in 4K because they go to, this is an oddball of the trilogy for sure. The Turtles go back to ancient Japan, but because of that, you get all these exteriors, that are supposed to be ancient Japan in these costumes and all this stuff. And while it might feel like a Saturday morning cartoon kind of thing stretched into 90 minutes, I kind of like seeing all that in 4K. It looks really cool. But this is the one. This one had the replacement costumes. They had some different costumes in this one. April is transported back to, I think it's 1603. And the turtles follow her, and everything becomes a fish out of water, turtles out of time, travel adventure with samurai swords, warlords, and confused villagers, and very cool costumes and scenery. But this is definitely the cleanest the movie's looked. I haven't seen this one in a long time. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. But when you're watching it on 4K, you know what you're looking at. So the HDR gives a lot more depth to the colors. It's still got grain. The colors are natural. They didn't like oversaturate them to try to give it an appearance of looking better than it does. But again, the first film is a standout because of how it's shot, the quality of how it's shot, the cinematography, the lighting, all of that kind of stuff, the shot composition, the movement or lack of movement of the camera, all that stuff. These aren't going to be able to thrive on 4K the way the first one does. And it's not just the restoration, it's baked in the pudding. Basically, it's in the baking. It was done at the time of filming. And in the third one, Arrow loads it with features still. They lean into retrospective angle here with like new cast and crew interviews, a breakdown on the new suits and why they changed them, behind the scenes material, all that kind of stuff dealing with the time travel storyline. It's probably the most interesting the movie has been when you factor in all of the special features that they've got working here. But I just wanted to have just a moment or two to talk about it because it looks so good. In the first one, you know, like I said, I get nothing from Arrow. They didn't send this. I bought both of these, and I bought another one for a friend. And it's just because I love the movie. All the movies, I enjoy them all. The first one is iconic. I took my stepbrother to see this. I was like 11 when it came out, and I took him, and he was like 6 or 5 to see it. And these movies I enjoy so much, and I knew that first one was going to look good. I didn't care who did it because I knew how it shot, having become a filmmaker, and I just think it was really good. And if you're a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan, I mean, this thing once again proves that, I mean, Arrow's up there towards the top of the game. They have some up and downs sometimes, but they're one of the best boutiques out there, especially when they do the big box sets and they do the stuff right. The packaging is beautiful. The artwork looks cool. I like this alternative artwork, but I'm a sucker for that original poster. The booklets, the essays, the posters, all that stuff. It's got the full-size poster in here. Especially for the original movies, worth the upgrade. I think on Amazon you can get all 3 of these for $59.99, which comes out to basically $20 per 4K. But you get all those extras and the packaging and posters and all that kind of stuff, and all the bells and whistles and essays and booklets and everything like that. And I mean, $20 a 4K is just not that expensive. So I'd say it's definitely worth the upgrade. There's no doubt about that. I mean, if you're holding out for just the first movie, I doubt that's going to happen, at least not for a very, very, very long time. So if you're a TMNT fan, hey, you know me. If you grew up with Pizza Hut ads and watching the Ninja Turtles, and you had the sewer layer playset, which I have in my attic, and all that kind of stuff, this set belongs on your shelf, I would say. No, the first one is essential. It's the best, one of the best 4Ks they've done this year at Arrow, I think. Part 2 is a fun movie upgrade. It looks brighter, but it looks like a cartoon. 3 is better than expected overall and definitely worth owning, especially for all the features and if you're a completionist. But if you're a fan, it's a must buy. I'll put the link down there. I get like 25 cents or something if you use it. I really don't know. But I just really wanted to talk about it. These are the kind of things I go into even more depth on 4K reviews with more footage and stuff like that on my Patreon, because I can do that there and without having to worry about it with any kind of copyright issues or anything. But I wanted to come out of retirement and talk about this because I just love Ninja Turtles, and it is nostalgia all wrapped up in these boxes, and it's a heck of a lot of fun. So Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Heroes in the Half Shell, Turtle Power. But that's all I got for you this time. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. If you're interested in seeing more 4K and physical media reviews with deep dives with footage from the movies and discussions and stuff I can't show on YouTube, you can join my Patreon. Below that link is there. There's a discount code and you get all kinds of extra videos. I can't do those for the YouTube channel the same way. I can do some, but not as many. You get the full thing on Patreon. But if you enjoyed it and you want to see more, I do a lot more over there, and you can join, and everything helps out the channel because nobody sends me anything for free. I got to buy all these just like you. And I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, then please come back again. And until next time, be kind, rewind like always. This is Chase with AV Pop Culture, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye. Cowabunga, dudes. I know.